Hello, Geminis. This is your horoscope for October 2024. Now, my dear Geminis, I have a specific name for your horoscope that is called Kids and Money. Exactly those areas will be lit with stars and planets during October, and October in general, such a transformational month, a sort of beginning of everything month. And, those areas that I mentioned will be most activated by solar eclipse and full moon. Solar eclipse we will have at the new moon time, and each month we get one new moon and one full moon. And of course, there will be a lot of activities going on in your life, especially with eclipse, because eclipses have 10 times, they are powerful 10 times than any other just new moon, let's say. Well, October welcomes us exactly from the get-go with this eclipse. On 2nd of October, we have new moon solar eclipse in your house of kids and joy. Actually, in astrology, that house, fifth house we are speaking about, is called house of joy. Whatever you do and what you have in your life from the place of joy, like for example kids, or your business is also here, the fifth house, and also all the people who are with this artistic talents. You're my Geminis. You all of you have this communication powers and you might shine through this eclipse, and it will help you to shine your communication powers in October. And also 2 months before or 2 months after, you might have already gotten your message from this eclipse. Always allow eclipses that much time to manifest in your life, because they are that much powerful and influential for so long, almost half year. Now, this eclipse will be happening at 10th degree, meaning those of you who are born 31st of May, plus or minus 3 days, will be affected the most. And this eclipse is so special one, out of all. And it's telling me that it will speak to a specific group of people, and specific group of, targeting specific group of Geminis also, especially born around end of May, my dear Geminis, and beginning of June, because this eclipse will conjunct Lilith. Lilith is a bit, in astrology associated with fear and not so well, not so good, let's say, things. But anyhow, Lilith is also, in our chart, indicator of where we attract people's attention. That's our powerful point. So wherever Lilith, other name of this Lilith is actually black moon. Now, black moon, wherever is your black moon in your chart, it's where you have power to attract attention and gain followers. Now, eclipse will conjunct that black moon, and also Mercury, your ruler, planet of ideas, communications, and of course, that's why it's your ruler. It's an amazing one, because eclipse will be powerful and will be a positive one. Something new starting in your life, from the October already. It might have been already September started, let's say, or August, but something whole brand new chapter, sort of reset button is on. Because eclipses, they bring chapters of our life, not a story, not some small stories. During this eclipse we have, because this eclipse is happening in the fifth house, it might be a new business. You might have been like, you had this idea, and now will be the period when you will start finally taking actions, solid actions to achieve and to grow your business, and maybe open your business, like, I don't know, hiring people, or launching some product, or I don't know, maybe renting a place, for like a venue for your business. It might be the October month that will change your life. Fifth house, as I said, it's also house of creativity. Those of you who have art in their characters and genes, for example, like of singers, artists, I don't know, writers, all people related to art will be amazingly supported by this eclipse too. You might start a new career in that area if you've been previously hesitant. Now will be the time to shine with your voice, with your talent, with your hobbies, also the fifth house. And also it's a house of kids, my dear Geminis. So careful here if you are not if you are not planning to get pregnant, let's say, or find out that you're pregnant, then this eclipse is actually might deliver news for you, that you are pregnant, or you are expecting a baby, or actually around this new moon you might give birth, my dear Geminis, becoming parents. And because it's conjunct Lilith and Mercury, it's sort of a eclipse, which is very interesting because it has this sort of vibe of giving up on something, but at the same time knowing that it is for better. This kind of feeling it has, it has sort of energy that you are willingly giving up something. Of course, something, always to leave behind someone or something is always hard and is always difficult. But in this case, seems like you have this inner knowledge that is the right thing to do, and that you are sort of sacrificing something. But sacrificing is the wrong word. More to say, giving up on something which will open actually other doors for you and opportunities. Something that you're scared of, and for a long time you've been scared of, let's say, and that thing might be sort of coming and knocking on your door, and you are, even though you're scared, but you are open heart, welcoming into your home, into your space. This kind of vibe has this solar eclipse. I hope I make sense and you can translate it into your life and might be knowing what I'm speaking about. Now, during this eclipse, we have amazing trine, which will happen. It's a water trine because it will be in water signs. Now, Venus, planet of love and beauty, which will be situated in your house of work, plus Mars, its lover, planet of war, but also motivation and actions, which will be in your second house, making you spend and want to spend a lot of money. So careful on that. And Saturn, planet of work and responsibilities, in your house of career. You see how these three houses are linked, related to your career, your job, your earning potential, and they will make amazing aspect between each other. These three planets like make a triangle, between each other. Now it seems like whatever opportunity is coming into your life will be related to career. It might be a new position or a new job offer that will also, of course, fire up your income house, but at the same time seems like you will have to work a lot because Saturn is not a joke planet, and plus Venus in your sixth house, making you to work hours and hours also, because you will have quite a lot of responsibilities. And it might also involve sort of beauty area. That's where you're gonna start something new, involving, like, let's say, healthcare also, or nutrition, or someone who promotes beauty and health, through whichever area you are, like through whichever vocation you have there. Now, you might start building career around those areas during, this solar eclipse will put the foundation there for you. Now, also, during this eclipse, some of you guys, you might start dating as well, because fifth house is the house of love and romance, and also flirting mood. Your flirting mood will be on, and the beginning of October, you will be sort of in love with yourself and with your life, and with life in general, which will allow your creative energy to be bursting out loud, like fluently energizing everything around you, and people and things that you will be creating through your talents and through your skills. Now, October will also have another major thing going on. 9th of October, we have Jupiter, planet of luck and happiness, which is transiting your sign, meaning you are the luckiest people of the zodiac for a whole year, my dear Geminis. Jupiter is pouring its energy to make your life happier, to make your life fuller, and to bring all the colors, beautiful colors, and all the things that you deserve. Positive gifts from the universe to you. Now, it will go retrograde until 4th of February 2025. Now, that's how long we will have Jupiter retrograding. Now, Jupiter retrogrades, usually it means moving backwards. It means slowing down, but it doesn't mean it will stop showering universal gifts onto you. It just means that it might take a bit of a longer time, but still you might achieve one or two things, couple of things during its retrograde. Jupiter is in your first house, but it rules your house of love and committed partnerships, house of contractual agreements. Seems like, there might be a time until February when you will be reflecting back to your, let's say, ex-husband or ex-wife or ex-business partners or contracts that you signed like before, and you of one or two particular contracts and agreements that will make you a lot like think about and to reflect on that. And you might be also giving a second chances to those contractual agreements too. 17th of October, we have full moon. Now, full moons are all about conclusions and endings, and also putting some light into some situations in your life. And it's happening in 11th house at 24 degrees, meaning those of you who are born around 14th of June, plus or minus 3 days, will be affected the most by this full moon. And full moon in 11th house, 11th house is the house of dreams, house of our future and wishes that we hold deep in our heart. Something is coming to fruition here. One or two dreams coming into realization, my dear Geminis, coming to life. Congratulations on that. And I'm so happy for you because this full moon also will conjunct Chiron. Now, Chiron is the healer in astrology, is our mentor and like a teacher. Now, this full moon, because it's conjunct Chiron, something coming to an end, which might actually bring you finally a peace of mind, peace of heart, let's say, and finally stabilize, let's say, your emotions. And, shining in your 11th house, something that you wished for a long time, something that you wished already like a long before, coming to an end and coming to life actually. And Jupiter, planet of luck, which is in your house, will support that full moon together with Chiron, sending amazing beams to that. Seems like your heart and mind will be on the same page. Or there might be a situation that you might be dropping some idea by prioritizing yourself. This is more on a deeper level and more to specific, let's say, Gemini, specifically for those of you who are affected the most, meaning those of you who are born around 14th of June. You might be actually releasing some of your wishes and outdated, let's say, ideas for your future. And finally, prioritizing yourself and finally seeing yourself and putting yourself on the first place, let's say, than your dreams that might be related to someone else or some other things that potentially might have been changed on your hands, let's say. Now, this full moon also will receive a harsh angle from Mars, planet of motivation and also planet of war, from your second house. Now, Mars transiting your second house, giving you quite a lot of spendings too. So I advise you to a bit control where your money is going. And Mars being in second house and it's a ruler of this full moon, but it doesn't like this full moon, and it seems like whatever wish you are holding, financial situation might be lacking there behind. So Let's say you might have had a wish for which your finances are not fitting well there, and this will be the case. But anyhow, as I said, on a much deeper level, this full moon might bring you to the point where you realize that nothing is important except for yourself. First, you need to care about yourself, and only after about whole other world. That includes your kids and your husband and all other people. And plus, Mars is the ruler of your house of, work and house of dreams too. And it seems like you had such a wish, but that wish might not be coming to, let's say, fully live because of your financial situation. This might be for some Geminis, the situation, and it might be also related to family budget or like property division situation, especially if you are in the process of divorce or something related to your ex-partners. This full moon will put the light on that situation. Now, let's talk about 2 interesting days in October. One is 22nd of October. Now, 22nd of October, we have Sun making harsh angle with Pluto. Now, Pluto is the planet of transformation and Sun is the planet of life. Now, these two making each other disagreement is more like a war, not actually a quarrel, let's say. And plus, of course, Mars will not miss the party because Mars is being planet of war, will oppose Pluto and also will send harsh beam to Sun. Now, these 3 planets interaction between each other, more like a war between each other, seems like will be related to your children, and it might be related to their education or to their alimony, how to finance their future, how to finance their education, or it might be some sort of elective courses that you want them to attend, but at the same time, there might be not enough finances, let's say, or your spouse might not be so supportive of those ideas of yours about the future of your kids. For those of you who doesn't have kids, it might be about your business. Now, financial, again, here, those investments that you are trying to attract and partners, let's say business partners, might be a bit not in the mood to invest in your business, and you might have some sort of disagreements around how to finance your business too, and how to earn money out of your business, let's say. And it might be related also to your work situation in general. This 22nd of October, like couple of days around this date, you might be receiving sort of news, or you might find yourself in a situation where you will have to sort out if you want to stay at this particular job position in this company or not in the long run. And it might be also the situation you will be finishing your job or quitting, actually ending the contract here, because that's what is suggested. For some Geminis, it might be a love situation with person who you start dating, not those who are married, but those who are in a dating phase. You might have a situation where you will have a disagreement around money, around finances, how to share this part of your relationship, let's say. Now, another day that I want to talk about is 25th of October. That will be an amazing day, one of the best days of October, when Mars will send positive beams to Uranus. Now, Uranus is the surprise planet, and Mars and Uranus a bit of explosive aspect, but still, because it's a beautiful aspect between them, a friendly aspect, seems like happening in your 12th house, somewhere very far. It might be actually out of blue, sort of surprise and news, something that you never expect, for example, something that you will never guess, because that's how Uranus works in the universe. And it might be about like opportunity for a job, new job position, for example, new job offer, because Mars is exactly in your 2nd house, but Mars rules your house of work. And also Uranus rules your the house of all things related to foreign lands. And it might be that job opportunities coming from foreign companies, somewhere that located in a foreign land, abroad, let's say, somewhere very far. And spontaneously, also, by surprise. Uranus might catch you by, sending you news about travel plans as well. You might actually travel, and that will be so quick, so unexpected, that you might even not know how you actually travel to some destinations. That's how Uranus works in a shocking ways, but this time it will give you sort of positive news. Now, this was your horoscope for October, my dear Geminis. Stay tuned for November, and happy solar eclipse. Allow to work it through in your life. This is the positive one. And always check your moon sign and rising sign too to get a fuller picture of the month. Love you all. Bye bye.